Hi, I'm Mehalik. I'm the director of the Breathe Project. Thank you for allowing me to comment today on your recent enforcement action involving the Mon Valley Works, Clairton Cook Works, Edgar Thompson Works, and the Irvin Works. On behalf of the Breathe Project, I want to express our thanks for exercising your well-documented authority to direct U.S. Steel to stop its practice of emitting levels of sulfur pollution into the air at levels of, quote, grave concern, to quote your department. According to your enforcement order, the data shows that before Christmas Eve explosion, U.S. Steel was releasing 2,117 pounds a day of SO2 into the atmosphere across these three plants. They're all connected because coking gas is used as fuel to operate ovens and furnaces in all three facilities. That 2,117 pounds per day is about the weight of a subcompact car. And that was bad enough before the explosion. We have over 11,000 Smell Pittsburgh reports prior to the explosion to document how bad that was. That number jumped to over 74,100 pounds per day as documented in that on January 29th, 2019. That level is 35 times what it was before the explosion. That's the weight of 3 school buses per day. If these figures are representative of U.S. Steel's actions, this means that these 3 interconnected plants are emitting the same amount of pollution every 10 days as what it would emit in a year prior to the explosion. Today is 73 days after the explosion. If your numbers are representative, this means U.S. Steel has emitted over 7 years worth of sulfur pollution since the explosion as compared with before the explosion. U.S. Steel has appealed this decision and asked for a stay, which was granted through March 11th. That stay may be allowing U.S. Steel to emit the equivalent of another year's worth of sulfur pollution since the date you issued your order. A hearing pertaining to the stay is set for March 26. This means U.S. Steel may emit the equivalent of an additional 2.5 years worth of sulfur pollution since the order was issued. The order gives U.S. Steel 30 days to comply after any stay is lifted. That is possibly another 3 years worth of sulfur pollution. Any other responsible organization would apologize for these egregious harms to the community with rapid dispatch to fixing the problem. Instead, U.S. Steel has stated that they may fix the problem by May, 70%, whatever that means. If the emissions levels are representative, then this is the equivalent of a request to be allowed to emit the equivalent of almost 13 years worth of sulfur pollution in less than 6 months. That's unacceptable and unreasonable. U.S. Steel's actions must match its words pertaining to its claims of its environmental protection. For these reasons, Clairton residents have asked for a hot idle situation. It's unfair for the community to bear that level of pollution while U.S. Steel reported earnings of $957 million in 2018. Actions speak louder than words. Thank you.
Thank you.